All right, so we're going to just go ahead and get started. We're going to jump right in it. So welcome to this week's New Consultant Bootcamp Zoom. So this week we're going to be talking about money train groups. And if you are not familiar with this term or you have no idea what this is, essentially this is just going to be a group for you to kind of keep track of all of your recruit leads. Anybody who ever comes up to you and says that they're interested in the business but isn't ready to sign up right away. So you can call your money train group whatever you want to. Some people call it like, I don't know, like the Boss Lady Lounge, or, there's a couple different names for it. So, but what really matters here isn't so much what you call it, but just that you have one. So I'm going to kind of explain what it is, break it down, show you how you can make one, and then show you how you can go ahead and start putting people into it so you can start building your funnel of recruit leads, okay? So I got this idea initially from Leanne Rhodes. Leanne Rhodes, she kind of, I guess, like invented the idea, or like really just kind of made it what it has become today in terms of the way consultants use it. So, so some of the resources that I'm going to be showing you and pointing you towards are going to be a lot of her videos, so that way you can kind of see the way she explains it and how she breaks it down. Okay, so your money train group is going to be one of the easiest ways to keep your recruit leads organized and thinking of thinking of you, right? Because you want to always be in their mind. You always want to be popping up in their news feed. You always want to make sure that whenever they're thinking about, joining the business, or whenever they're thinking about, man, I hate my job, or man, it would be really awesome to be able to have a reason to get out of the house once a week, that you are the one that is coming to mind, for that. So by having your money train group and, continuing to, post in it regularly and staying connected with the girls who are in it, you're going to be the one that does pop into mind when they're having these thoughts, okay? So you can call it whatever you want, money train lounge, boss lady lounge, pure romance by you, future boss ladies. Like, you can call it whatever you want. Like the name, like I said before, it's not so much what is important. It's mostly, the fact that you have one. Hey, Kat, I'm going to go ahead. Actually, go ahead and mute yourself if you want. So we're just talking about money train groups, money train lounges. So what you call it isn't necessarily so much what's important as, the fact that you have one, okay? So let me actually go ahead and pull up mine so that way I can share my screen and you can kind of, I think it'll be a little bit easier for me to explain. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so hopefully y'all can see it. Okay, so your money train group is going to be like your centralized location for anybody that that you want to keep track of who might be interested in joining your team. You're going to post in here regularly, and just pull up my notes here. Okay, so you can add people to this through a few different ways, right? You're going to add people to this from your parties. So in the shopping room, and we kind of talked about this a few different Zooms ago, but in the shopping room, you want to make sure that you are offering the opportunity to everybody. Okay, we're not prejudging. We're not assuming that just because she does this, that, or the other, she's not going to be interested in the business opportunity. Like, you literally don't know. You can't read minds. You can't make that prejudgment. So ask everybody. You want to be offering everybody the opportunity. Say, hey, like, have you ever thought about doing what I'm doing? You were asking so many questions out there. It sounds like you might be interested in the business. Is that true? Is that something that you're interested in? Okay, so anytime somebody's like, yeah, I would like more information, or I'm interested but I'm not ready to sign up right now, or I still have some questions, they are going to be the perfect candidates for your money train group. And usually what I say to people when I'm having this conversation in the shopping room, if they're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have to think about it some more, or oh, I gotta look at my money, or whatever, people have all sorts of different reasons and excuses why they're not ready to jump on it right then. So I say, that is no problem. I have a secret group on Facebook. It's called my Money Train Lounge. I post business information. I post kit specials. I post helpful articles, things like that. in there, and I just add all the girls who are interested in the business but not ready to, to do it right away. I add them in there so that way they can kind of, browse the information when it's convenient for them. You can just peek in whenever you want to see what's going on. And that way, when you are ready to make your decision, you have all the information you need. Can I add you to that group? I think I only had 2 people in the history of me doing this group say, no, don't add me to this group. So I've even had, I'm asking people, even if they don't have Facebook, I'm still like, can I add you to this group? Because you can send an invite to people who are not on Facebook. And that's what this little section is here, where it says add members. It says enter name or email address. If you have their email address, you can send them an invitation into any group that you have. So, all right. So you're gonna be adding people to your group from parties. Your hostess, and I think we might have talked about this a couple Zooms ago too. Your hostess is always your #1 recruit lead. Why? Because you already know she loves the parties, right? Because if she didn't love having a party, she wouldn't be hosting one with you. You already know she loves free stuff, because most of the time, when girls are hosting a party, it's because they want free stuff. She's already interested in the product. She's already interested in the business. So she's always your #1 recruit lead. So somewhere in the process of hostess coaching or at the party before the party starts, whatever, you want to make sure that you are especially extending the invitation for her to be added to this group as well. I mean, it could be during any of your hostess coaching calls, hey, by the way, since we're on the topic of free products, and having a great time, have you ever thought about, joining our team and becoming like a power shopper? Because I get free product every single month as a consultant. That might be a program that you're interested in, and just kind of tossing it out there and see what she says. Depending on her response, if unless she's like a flat out like, no, like I have zero desire to do this, I mean, you can still add her to this. So your hostesses, the guests at the parties, and then on Facebook, anytime you're having that conversation with somebody and you're offering them the opportunity, anybody that responds to a status where it is about sharing the business, or asking anybody, if they're interested in joining your team, those are the people that you're going to reach out to. You're going to ask them, hey, is it okay if I add you to this group? The #1 rule about adding people to any group that you do is you are always going to get their permission. If you are adding people to a group without asking them, you are going to get unfriended and blocked so fast your head will spin. Okay, so make sure, #1 rule, before you are putting anybody into any group you have, you are asking them. Ask them, right? Consent is important, also when it comes to adding people to groups. So, but yeah, so you want to make sure that you're asking them before you drop them into this group. You don't want to just be thinking, okay, well, she would be a good addition to my team, I'm going to just throw her in my group because, I kind of want to send a subtle hint that I think she would do well at this. If that's what you're thinking and that's what you're feeling, then you should just message her or call her and say, hey, I've been seeing the way your posts on Facebook, or, we've been talking a long time, and like, I sincerely think this is something that you would be good at. Can I add you to this group so you can get more information and decide if it's something that you're interested in? Okay. All right. So, what to post? So Leanne Rhodes, the way she does it, she posts like once every 2 days. I will post like once every couple of days. Sometimes if I'm just really slacking, it'll be once a week. And you're gonna post, you don't want to just constantly post join my team, join my team, join my team. Here's a kit sale, here's a kit sale, here's a kit sale. Because that's boring, it's repetitive, and it's super like pushy and salesy and spammy, and people hate that. Part of the reason that they're considering this business is for, the empowerment, is for the sisterhood, is maybe to, pay off some bills or to reach some sort of a financial goal. So what you want to post in your money train group is samples and like showing them actual testimonials of women achieving these things, with their families, so that they can see that this is. I'm actually going to scroll through it right now so that you can see it. I'm going to show you. So this is my money train group. So I'm going to show you. We're going to actually scroll through. So I actually have a social media schedule of everything that I post. Like I have. Let me see where I have it. see if I can minimize my screen here. Let's see. Where is it? I know I have it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, oops, sorry. Oh. I can copy and paste some of the stuff into the main group too. Let's see here. Okay, now I can't share my screen. Here we go. Okay, so some of the stuff that I post, or like the schedule of posts that I do for my Money Train group, because I schedule everything ahead of time. I use tinytorch.com. It's free. You can also use cinchshare.com. Yeah, and actually, one of the videos that we're going to talk about on the once we talk about resources is going to be how to revive your Money Train group if it's dead, if you haven't been posting in there in a while, if nobody's interacting. Like, so I'm gonna point you in the direction of one of those videos. So don't worry about that. Okay, so so each day I kind of have a theme for what I post in each of my groups. I have my client group and I have my Money Train group. So my Money Train group, Monday I will post something motivational quote, a motivational article, something like that. Tuesday, if I'm doing some sort of a sign-on bonus, I will post about that. Wednesday, I will post a funny consultant story, because we all know that our jobs, our lives as consultants, like, just some of the most ridiculous, hilarious stuff happens, especially if you have kids and your kids get into your demo products. I mean, crazy shenanigans happen. So anytime somebody posts about that in like the team groups, I'm loving it. Like, I will totally steal that and I will screen cap it and I will post that in my Money Train group, you know, because it's highlighting, like, look at how much fun it is to be a consultant, not just partying and not just going to trainings and things like that. Yeah, oh God, putting bleach on a toy, yeah, or a child eating, yes. Client of mine, her cat ate her O. Yeah, just like licked it right out of the bottle. But yeah, so just like, it just highlights again just how like fun it is to be a consultant. Thursday, I will share a consultant success story. So if you are not following Pure Romance's Facebook page, you need to, because every couple of days or so, they actually share this beautiful graphic of a consultant, you know, and it shows her story of what she has been able to accomplish because of her business. So anytime that they post those, I save that picture, I copy that text, and I schedule it to post in my Money Train group. So that way they can see it's not just me having success with business. They can see that it's, you know, it's you. They can see that it's, you know, another consultant on our team. They can see that all these women, regardless of their background, regardless of what is going on in their life, like if they got kids, if they have no kids, if they have 7 dogs, if they raise horses, if they have 7 jobs, going to school, like whatever it is that's going on in their life, this gives them insight to see, like, oh yeah, other women who are in situations just like mine are doing really well at this business and achieving their goals and their dreams. So that's Thursday. Friday, I will post a party recap. So if I happen to have a particularly exciting party, I will share the story. I will share, you know, what were my sales? What did I actually earn as profit for doing that party? You know, maybe something really exciting happened at that party. Maybe I signed the hostess and one of her friends. You know, anytime that I have a party that was just really exciting and I'm like, yes, like I want to show people that this is possible and I want to show people, you know, what a party looks like, then, you know, I will show that. So that's Friday. So Saturday, I'll post some sort of a direct sales article, or I will share like a post from corporate's Facebook page. So, you know, just or like a what am I trying to say? Like a video or something like that. So just, you know, it's not just, you know, join my team. It's stuff that's getting them thinking, you know, maybe it's a finance management, you know, article, or, you know, an article on how to choose the best direct sales company for you, things like that. So it's informational, it's adding value. So they're in the group to learn about, you know, what they need to know before they make a decision to join your team. It's not just here's this month's kit sale, you know, you ready to join my team yet? Sign up, join my team, you know, because people get really tired of seeing that. So let's see. And then, right, so did I get all the days? Oh, and then Sunday, I have in the past done like a kit giveaway or a kit raffle. Oops, sorry. I have like this heating pad on. And so if, you know, if I am going to do one that month, then Sunday is the day that I post about it and get people to sign up and participate in it. All right, so those are the types of things that I post in my Money Train group. So let me go back into it, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen, and so you can see specific examples. Okay, so specific examples. All right, so like here's this video that I shared by Darren Hardy. I love Darren Hardy. I follow him. I watch his videos every single morning, and anytime I watch one where I'm like, man, that's like some really good information, you know, it's really motivational, it's, you know, it kind of offers a different perspective, I will share it, you know. So this video was all about how anytime you try something new, you're probably going to suck at it. And, you know, a lot of times brand new girls are nervous to join your team because they're like, I'm going to suck at it, I'm not going to be good at it, right? But there are very few consultants who come into this business and they get it exactly perfectly right off the bat. Like, that's basically nobody who does that. We all come in and we all start from the same place. We all are nervous. We all mess up and make a mistake and call a product by the wrong name, or, you know, tell you know, somebody to use a product in the way that it shouldn't be used because we didn't know, you know, what it was really for, you know, things like that. Or if you're me and you do your very first party, you bump into your demo table and you knock the entire thing all over the floor in the middle of your hostess's living room. Okay, so we all have been there. We all suck. And so, you know, I wanted to share something like that in my Money Train Lounge to let, you know, my prospects know, like, you know, it's okay if you're nervous about sucking, because we all suck, and that's okay because you're a human being. Here's an example of just a motivational little graphic, and I like to make my own graphics whenever possible. And normally I will, you know, brand them. I'll put my Instagram, my Facebook, whatever, my, you know, my social media information on there, because chances are they're probably saving it to their phone and sharing it with their friends. And if they are going to share it with their friends, I want their friends to know who I am. You know, they're basically sharing me with their friends and they don't even know it. A lot of times I will also use the Pure Romance, you know, generated graphics. There's an entire section on the COO of motivational graphics. You can save these and share them and use them wherever you want. Oh, anytime somebody joins your team, or not even just your team, but like the team that you're on. So if the leading ladies add, you know, girls to their team, if I add somebody to our team, or if, you know, a sister consultant adds people to the team, share that in your Money Train group, because people want to see that other people are doing the thing. And when they see that, you know, especially during like a really good kit sale or a sponsoring blitz, you know, when we know like the tribe explodes during those, right? Share that. Be like, oh my gosh, guess how many people were added to our team today? You know, 57 people. You know, even if you didn't sponsor them yourself, when your recruit leads are seeing that, oh my gosh, 57 people just joined her team today, man, what am I missing out on, right? They're going to be more inclined to want to do it. We like to do, you know, we like to feel like we belong. We like to feel like we're a part of something, and it's almost like positive peer pressure in a way. So yeah, so post that. So like here, when Kelsey joined our team, I shared the same little graphic that I posted in our team, you know, our newest leading lady, Kelsey Burnside. And, you know, I tagged her in it so she could see it. And then once she saw it, you know, I took her out of my Money Train group because, you know, she's now a consultant. She's not a lead anymore. Let's see here. Here's an example of an article that I would share. So this is how to get your family and friends on board with your direct sales business. So again, this is addressing another objection or another concern. Sometimes people are nervous to join your team because they're afraid of what their partner is going to think. They're afraid of what their parents are going to think, or their friends are going to think. So having an article like this, they get the chance to read it, and it kind of gets them thinking like, oh, okay, so here's how I can share my potential new business with my supporters to actually get them, you know, to be supportive. Here's an example of a kit special. You know, when we had that $99 special kit during the Worldwide Rally, you know, I shared about that. Let's see, here we go. What else? Oh, just updated the description. Okay, so here is again a special like kit, you know, earning thing that I was doing. So I'll post like a teaser status similar to how I would post on my regular Facebook, but it's just, this is just targeted specifically in my Money Train group. Oh, here's an example of the pictures that Pure Romance posts on their corporate Facebook page. You know, it's like, this is Josie Reinvolt. She bought a house, I think. Yeah, or no, let me see. Oh, it's just really, oh yeah, she bought a house with Pure Romance because of her Pure Romance income. So again, it's sharing other people's successes. It's not just my success, for them, you know, to see that other people are doing, you know, amazing things with their business. Fast track, anytime somebody posts their fast track pins and necklaces, I screen cap that, right? So yeah, so this is just an example of some of the things that I post. But yeah. Okay. So, oh, that's not what I want to open. Go away. Okay. So now we're going to talk about how to create it. Okay, so what you're going to want to do to create a group, if you've never created a group before and you're not really sure how to do it, super easy. Super, super easy. Come on, go. So you want to make sure that you have at least one person's permission to add them to the group before you're getting ready to create the group, because it's stupid. Facebook is silly sometimes, but you cannot create a group without adding at least one other person to it. So before you go and set up your group, because again, you don't want to add anybody to it without getting their permission, you want to make sure that you have at least one person who's like, yeah, add me to that group before you go ahead and set it up. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to, I think, let's see, groups. I feel like it's been a minute since I've created one. Oh yeah, so groups, and then you're going to click on create group, right? Give it some cute little name, whatever you want, Money Train, you know, join me maybe, you know, boss lady, whatever. And then you're going to go ahead and add the people who you have already gotten permission to add, and then you're going to hit create. And that's it. It's super easy. So anytime that, you know, you're talking to a recruit lead and they're like, well, I'm interested, but I'm not ready to do it right now, then you can say, well, hey, let me add you to my Money Train group. All right. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop share because we did that part. That part's easy. All right. I don't know what I'm doing next. So, so some of the key phrases that I like to highlight when I'm, you know, talking about my Money Train group, or when I'm, you know, asking people if it's all right if I add them. I usually say things like, you know, you can casually check in, right? Because again, people don't want to feel pressured. They don't want to feel like they're being sold to. So if you let them know, like, this, I'm going to add you to this group, you know, this is just a casual way for you to get the information that you need, and casually check in when it's convenient for you. You know, it's no pressure. You don't have to sign up right away. You know, they're going to be like, oh, sure. Like, yeah, because then I can control it. I can look at this group, you know, on my time when it's convenient for me. I also like to use no pressure obligation. And I tell them that, like, if I'm going to add you to this group, there's zero obligation or requirement for you to sign up just because I add you to this group. Like, this is just for you to get the information that you need so you can make a decision that's best for you. Use the phrase, browse the information at your own pace. You know, so again, you're just kind of tying it back to, you know, you're in control. This is about you. I just want you to see, you know, this helpful, you know, information, and decide, you know, ultimately if you want to join our team or not. And I let them know too. I'm like, if at any time you decide, no, I don't want to do it, I'm just not interested anymore, you can go ahead and take yourself out of the group. You know, that's no problem. I won't be offended. won't hurt my feelings. So, but I never remove girls. They can remove themselves, but I never go through and remove people if they haven't been active in the group or haven't been interacting or anything like that. I keep them in there because it's not my decision if they're no longer interested in the business. You know, they might still be lurking and scrolling through the post. Just because they're not interacting with it doesn't mean they're not seeing it. So, and really what matters, and you'll see this too when you watch Leanne Rhodes' video about how to resurrect your dead money train group. What really matters is how many views your posts are getting. So even if they're not interacting, even if they're not commenting or liking or anything like that, as long as they are seeing the post, that's what matters. So let me actually, like, I'm scrolling through now and I can like, let's see, the video that I posted, seen by 20, you know, the motivational picture seen by 22, seen by 15, seen by 23, liked by 1, seen by 15, seen by 28, and liked by 3. You know, so as long as they're seeing it, that's really what matters. So you just want them to be able to see it showing up in their newsfeed. So, all right, so a couple of resources. So the videos that you're going to want to watch to kind of supplement this information is any of Leanne Rhodes' videos that she has done about her money train group, because this is kind of like her thing. She explains it best. She also like takes you guys through like a little virtual tour of her money train group. You know, so you guys can see what she posts and the way that she does it. So if you go to YouTube, you do a search for Leanne Rhodes Money Train on YouTube, do a search in there. There's going to be 3 videos that pop up that are her videos. Any and all 3 of them are perfect. Watch them all. They're awesome. Okay. So here's what your assignment is going to be for them. Okay. And I'm going to post the survey. I'll post it in the New Consultant Bootcamp group, and I'll post it in the Leading Ladies too, because this is just a really great way to do it. And Leanne Rhodes also, she talks about this survey. So when you go to watch her videos, you'll be able to see that too. So what you're going to want to do is, if you haven't created your money train group yet, this is perfect. If you already have one and you just want to add more people to it, still perfect. So you're going to post a status. Hey, I'm working on a survey, a quick survey project, and need your help. If you've ever been interested in the business, but something has held you back, comment or like on this, or like or comment on the status. Everyone that helps me with this survey is going to get a free gift. Okay, and the survey is literally this. So for everybody that comments and messages or comments and likes on the post, you're going to message them and you're going to say, hey, thank you so much for volunteering to help me out with this survey. It's super easy. All you have to do is answer this one question. It's multiple choice, you know, and then you're going to say, of these options, which one thing would you say do you feel is holding you back from joining our team? And it's like A, money, B, time, C, you know, don't know enough, D, you know, shy, E, something else, you know. So this is going to do a couple things. One, you're going to find out the real reason people aren't joining your team, right? Because a lot of times we think it's one thing and it usually ends up being something completely different. Okay, I had a girl who participated in this little survey for me. I could have swore up and down that she was not joining our team because she didn't have the money, and I was way wrong. And it had nothing to do with money at all. Okay, so this is going to help you to understand what it is that's keeping them from joining your team. 2, this is going to provide an actual record of your conversation with them. So anytime you are having a conversation with them about the business opportunity, you always have that reference to go back to be like, oh yeah, like I remember, like it was time that, you know, she was worried about, you know. And so you know, when you're having that conversation with her, you're not going to talk about the kid sale necessarily, you know, because she doesn't care about that. That's not her priority. That's not what's holding her back. For her, she wants to know that she's going to be able to manage running a business alongside her 2 full-time jobs and her family of 10 or whatever, you know. So, so you're going to send that survey to them. They're going to answer it. And then you say, okay, so that's it. Like, that was super easy. Thank you so much for answering my question. you know, can, for helping me out, I'm going to send you a pleasure pack, right? And a pleasure pack, if you don't already know what that is, it's like 1 or 2 foil packs, like a date night card, a coupon, and your business card, and a piece of candy, and a cute little goodie bag, right? Pleasure pack, boom, done. Or you can give them, you know, $5 credit, excuse me, to spend on anything in the catalog. You know, it's whatever you want. Like, you don't have to give them something huge, right? Because you don't give them like a full-size bottle of coochie just for answering a question, because you're going to end up losing a lot of money. You know, something small for answering the survey. And then you're going to say, also, you know, since you are interested in the business, I just started, you know, this group, or I have this group where I add the girls who are interested in the business, not ready to join just yet. Can I add you to this group, right? And when they say yes, you add them into the group. So this is going to be the way that you're going to start your money train group if you don't already have one, and add, you know, some new life into it if you do already have one. Okay, so that's going to be your homework assignment, is to post that status, send the survey, and add them to the money train group. So by next Monday, you need to post in the group, once you've completed this assignment, and let us know how many girls that you added to your money train group. Okay, so that's all I got. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and open this up to questions. So Kat, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask them.
No, I think you pretty much answered all my questions.
Okay. Did you want me to go back through and like scroll through the through my group again so you can kind of see some ideas, or?
Hi.
Alex. I'm just gonna I have really bad memory. That's why I was asking, like, if you could like either add me or like add some of the posts, like screenshot them and put them in the group so I can like go back and reference it to get a better idea. Because what I want to do tonight is I'm probably, because I already have Tiny Torch, I'm probably going to go back on Tiny Torch and start adding things and, you know, scheduling posts, because I literally just looked. I haven't posted in my Join Me Maybe group since like March.
Okay.
Because it just died. People stopped.
It happens. It happens.
So I was, because I Tiny Torch my VIP group, and if I have an event, like if I have a party, like I have a party Wednesday, so when I get a new party, I, you know, Tiny Torch that. But I'm really bad about, I guess it's because like right now, if I include the event, I have my personal page, my VIP page, the event, and my business page.
Right.
All that I'm trying to, and Drake, all that I'm trying to post on it. So sometimes I get a little lost.
Yeah. This is like literally the reason I have to like set aside one day a month, like a whole day, and all I do is schedule social media.
Yeah, that's what I need to do because it's bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I can do that. I can screenshot them for you. I can post some more examples. I think I feel like I did something like that recently, but it might have been for my client group and not for my money group. So I'll go through and I'll look and see. Oh, were you looking up the YouTube videos before or no?
Yeah.
You were? Okay. Were you able to find them?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's why I just want to make sure.
Yep, I saved a bunch of them.
Perfect.
Like from Facebook and like Dana's group.
Yeah. So yeah, because Leanne Rhodes, my internet. Oh no, I'm frozen. All right, well, I'm frozen, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording.